Okay, so we're ready to work our row 1B. And so I've already gone across and worked with 1A in my master color, which is the blue. And now we're going to use my contrast color and we're going to do a burp row or a brioche purl. Okay, so our active stitch is always the one with the shawl over it. And as you can see on the main the right side row, that's going to be purls, and we're going to have to add a shawl to these knit stitches here because they don't have one. Okay, and so I'm going to work our self edge stitch, which is just the knit one, and now bring the yarn to the front because it's a purl row, so to speak, and we're going to purl the slipped stitch, which with its shawl. So purl, keep that yarn in the front. You're going to slip, yarn over, and see, you're creating that shawl purl. Going to slip with the yarn still in front, yarn over that stitch. The only difference here is that it's coming to the front again from your master color knit row where you leave it in the back to work your next stitch as a knit. In this case, because our next stitch is a purl, we keep it in the front. So it goes from the front back to the front over top of the needle. Purl or brioche purl, which is a burp, slip one, yarn over. We're going to brioche purl, and then if you're just working one stitch at a time, it's really easy to kind of stay on track once you get a rhythm. Anything that doesn't have a shawl needs one. Anything that does have a shawl needs to get worked. Okay, and you can tell because this is the active stitch here with the shawl on top of it is a purl kind of ridge, and so you want to work that, and you can tell that here with that little purl bump that lays across under the needle, and the knit stitches in this kind of vertical row here require your shawl. And so slip, yarn over, purl, and then we end this one with a slip, yarn forward. And now normally selvage stitches in a lot of patterns will have you slip this and only work your selvage in a master color. Because this is a swatch, for this last yarn over on the that row, I'm just gonna leave it in the back and knit that final stitch. And so that is the end of row 1B. Okay, and so that's the right side of the work. Now we need to flip it and deal with the wrong side of the work, where our contrast color is the knit stitch. And so I'll be back in 1 minute with another video, and that's linked in your sheet.